Debster, are we live, sir?
I think we're live.
We are live. What is up, everyone?
What's going
Happy
on?
Monday. You know what they say about Mondays?
Best way to build momentum for the week.
Garfield hates Mondays. Oh,
I never watched Garfield.
hey, man.
Best way to build momentum for the week.
Oh, shoot. My apologies. How's everyone doing today? We got a great show for you all today. Come say what up in the comment section below. Now, this is an idea for everyone watching this right now. If we get enough people that agree to it, I would love, this was a cool idea, is to get coaches onto this call live. And what I could do is I could actually coach other coaches. This is for free. I'm not going to charge you guys anything, and give you guys feedback on your own personal business. So if you're struggling with getting clients, if you're struggling with growing a course, if you're struggling with sales, if you're struggling with getting leads, if you're struggling with marketing, like whatever the case is, you bring your problems onto this call, and one by one, I will coach you for free on this live show. So if you want that, you can obviously ask your questions down below as well. But for some coaches, I know for myself, I would love to get personal feedback and be like, hey, this is my question, just so you don't misunderstand my question. Devyn, what do you think about that? You think that's a pretty good idea?
I love that idea, and I'll tell you why. For two
Why?
reasons. Well, one, I actually do watch, your clarity calls that you offer to people, and there's just something so powerful when somebody who has been like on this journey, maybe for 3, 6 months, even a year, and they've been going hard, and you just have that insight because you're outside of the situation rather than being
Yes.
in it. And so when people kind of come to those realizations, those conclusions on the calls with you, I don't think there's anything more powerful than that. And then the second thing to that is on our group coaching, like even our current clients, right? Like seeing them move the needle, seeing them, all the objections, all the hesitations, all the things that would essentially hold somebody back from either taking action. It's like you handle all these things with ease. And
Mhm.
I'm not just saying that because we work together and because you're the man, but at the same time, it's like seeing it in action is just, it's something special. So absolutely.
This is something that we may be implementing rather than just having a show of me just talking the whole time, or Devyn just talking the whole time. It'll be a great collective of people jumping on. Now, obviously, if we have to choose a better time where people are maybe off work, or maybe depending on your situation, we'll find a great time for everybody. But I think this would be extremely beneficial. And one of the biggest things we enrolled an individual on, I think it was Friday or Saturday. Friday. And I said, do you know why people work with me? He's like, well, for knowledge, for the solutions, for marketing help, for sales, for to make more money, right? And I said, sure, those are things that are important, but the number one thing people work with me, or you get a coach, right? Not just me, is for clarity.
Mm.
And the question is, if you're watching this right now, what is clarity worth to you? If you look at, right, if you're listening, think about all the problems that you're currently facing right now. Okay. And the vision you have, the goals you are trying to accomplish, what would that be worth to get clarity on exactly what to do?
Mm.
That's the $1 million question. And so if you find what that is to you, and realize that I'm going to be offering this for free. So for people who are to jump on, we will choose a time. We'll send the Zoom link out. So if you want to come jump on and get some feedback on your situation. Ooh, did you get that? The situation, Jersey Shore? Okay, I'm kidding. But then comment down below. Also comment hashtag live or hashtag replay, depending on when you're watching this. And Devyn, if people are asking questions, just so I can be focused, can
Mhm.
let me know, Mr. Devyn, if people are commenting. Okay. So this training, how to build and sell a high ticket program. Who wants to know that? Me. So anywhere from high ticket is considered, you can even say 2,500, but really 3,000 to about $10,000. And obviously back end high ticket can go up to 30,000, 50,000. If you're Tony Robbins, or depending on your situation, more and more and more. Okay. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is exactly what I did to build a high ticket coaching program. Okay. Now, if you ask me, you want to build a high ticket coaching program, period. It's, if you're starting off, depending on where you're at, you're like, well, Daniel, I don't feel comfortable asking someone for $5,000. I get that. And I'm going to show you what to do first. But I want you to keep in the back of your head of, this is a way better route than going down and creating a $27 course or a $97 course or a $150 or even a $500 course. This is, to me, in my eyes, how I was able to do a couple $100,000 last year in revenue with probably about 50 clients, which kind of blows my mind, right? Probably even a little bit less than that of clients, because, and having no refunds, having no really angry clients, no upset clients. See, when you sell a course or videos, the client is on their own. Because I sell a high ticket program, the clients get access to me, but more importantly, I get access to the clients. So what does that mean? I can go above and beyond. If someone has a problem or they hit a barrier, because think about courses. Think about courses maybe that you bought yourself. You start and then you get excited and then you're like a quarter through or 10% through, and then you're like, oh, but I'm kind of confused, and then you don't finish it. And just like all these books on the bookshelf, they just stack up with more courses that you, or more books that you just add to the shelf, more courses that you add to your digital library, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let me put my phone, my watch on airplane mode. Now, we're not disturbed. Now, with that being said, high ticket courses or high ticket coaching programs is what's going to give you, first off, the income that you want. Secondly, the type of clients that you want. You want quality? Well, quality clients are going to pay quality prices or premium prices. And more importantly, the type of business that you want to build. The last thing you want is this extremely techy course you're trying to build. The amount of people that I've talked to, they spend months and months and months and months trying to build this techie course. And it's not what you want to do off the bat. Now, should you build a course one day? 100%. Should you write a book one day? 100%. Should you create a mastermind that is $30,000? That might sound crazy to you guys. 100%. But there's a step-by-step process to that. And if you're starting off, I believe everyone, you can really scale to $1 million. Screw it. $30,000 a month with a high ticket course. How, Daniel? Well, if you sell 5 or if you sell 6 $5,000 high ticket programs a month, that's 30 grand a month. Devyn, how many times have we done that?
A good few.
Yeah. You've seen it, right? Again. Okay. So now there's 4 things that I want to cover with you guys. So the first one is this. The first question that you want to answer as I'm explaining how to build it is, the biggest question you have to ask yourself is, what problem do I solve in the marketplace? Or what problem do I solve in people's lives? Because you have to solve a high ticket problem. Does that make sense, Devster? Do you want to add anything to that?
No, I like this topic of selling high ticket, because again, like, you know, if anyone has a sales background, you know, like, every day you start on zero, right? And every day if you have softwares, if you have, you know, apps that you're running and you're paying for, you know, it's sometimes overwhelming. But the thing is, all you need is, you know, 1-2 clients and you're already like much higher up in the month. So high ticket going that way. And I think it's like, it's a big thing. It's not just a course. Like you said, like, you're getting access to a coach, you're getting one-on-one personal access, you're getting group coaching with people that are in the same boat as you as well. Like, there's just so much that comes with it. It's just super worth it. I like it.
And like, that's the other thing is, like, you want to be known as someone with a great product, right? Like, my videos, my step-by-step process makes it a great product, but what really makes our product, right? When I talk about me, I want you to think about it from your end too, which is, a great product is someone who is moving along, has a support, has a step-by-step process, and most importantly is getting results in their life. So if you're thinking from that level, well, how do I design a great product, a great service? So for me, it's like the videos that I have is extremely important. They give the outline. But what's really, really, really important is Devyn. I'm kidding. Is Devyn at some level, because he's allowing me to support people from a group level and from a personal level. And that's why we have happy clients that are moving along. Right? So think about it from that level. Okay, so let's go back to number one without getting off track. Number one, what problems do you solve in people's lives? So my first coaching program was stuttering, right? So it was, okay, if I can help someone overcome stuttering, and you have to put that into perspective. You have to define what overcoming stuttering is. Will I bring someone to a place where they'll never, ever, ever stutter again? No. But can I get someone to speak confidently, land the ideal jobs, be able to public speak in front of people, be able to say what they want to say in front of the right group, or over dinner at a friend's house, at a family dinner, whatever the case is, right? If I can get them there, some people, not everybody, will look at that like, that's a big problem in my life. And if you can solve that, that's worth the money. And that's how I was able to solve that program up to $7,500 US. 7,500 many times, because the person goes, this is a pain in my life. If you can solve this, I will be happy to pay it. And there was one incident of someone who wanted to split up the payments. I said, well, if you split up the payments, the price is going to go up. So it even came up to like 8,200 or 8,300. Now, I didn't start off like that, but I want you to think about that. Think about it from my perspective, right? As a coach, you can consider me like a marketing coach, okay? Whatever you want to call me, a business coach, it doesn't really matter. But if I can go, hey, my program is $7,000, okay? I guarantee that within 90 days, we'll make your money back times 2. Is that worth it? Yeah, boom. I've just solved the high ticket problem. So I'm showing you two different angles. Two different angles of a non-money offer, hypothetically, and a money offer. So if you sell a money offer, where you go, hey, the investment's $5,000, but I guarantee. And if I can't, if you're a really good coach, if you're a really, really good coach, you'll make this claim. If I can't make it back, I'm giving you money back. How good's your shit, bro? Just like my stuttering program. If you are not happy, so the line I would say is this: if you go through every single step of my program, all 6 modules, from mindset to fear, to influential speaking, to building a presentation, to public speaking, to socializing, and you get to the end of it and you show up on the calls, you get to the end and you're not happy with the result that you have, I'll give you back your money, no problem at all. Devyn, have we ever had anyone go through a whole program and say, this sucks, I want my money back?
No.
Never. Never. But you got to have conviction, man. You got to have that belief in yourself. Now you go, well, Daniel, I don't know if I could charge someone because I don't know if I believe myself. Great. We'll talk about that. And I'll answer it to you right now. When I first started off, of course I didn't sell at 7,500. I didn't have that belief in myself. What I did instead is and this is really number 3, but I'll kind of just tell you right now, I created what's called a beta offer. So think about when an app is getting created, right? The app goes, hey, try out our beta version. It's free. Try our beta version. It's this. Cool. So that's what I did. I said, hey, guys, listen, I'm coming out with a program on stuttering. I'm very confident this stuff is really good. I've tried it on a few people. It worked really well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take a group of people. I'm going to charge a beta rate. So normally when I first began, I said, my full rate is going to be $2,500. I'm doing a 90% discount for this time period right now. I'm looking for 4 to 6 people. I ended up finding 6 people. I said 90% discount is going to be $300. or whatever, 3,000 to 300. You get the point. People raise their hand. Sure. How do I sign up? What do I do? And then I said, listen, I want to let you know it's not perfect yet. I'm very confident in my abilities, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Sure. And then guess what? I brought those 6 people through my program, and I'll explain to you how to teach it. You go, Daniel, what do I even teach? Don't worry, that's number 2. Those 6 people, I showed them how to do it, or I taught them. I gave them assignments. I gave them exercises. By the end of 6 weeks, they were all happy. They all sent me testimonials. What do you think happened to my confidence? Tell me, Devyn, what do you think happened to my confidence?
Skyrocketed. You believe in yourself. You believe in your product, and you know it works. Like, you have that confidence.
What do you think happens when I had one of my clients land a $15,000 raise at work? What do you think that does to my confidence? What do you think does to my confidence when I help someone with their speech and they land a 6-figure job? You know?
I was gonna say that, yeah. That's awesome.
The reason why we're laughing is because that has recently happened. What do you think happens when someone finds love in my program, has the confidence they never had before? And then me charging that only at $300 is a disservice to my product. Right? Because someone who's confident in what they offer understands why would I charge cheap rates for it? Someone who's not confident in what they offer will charge low rates. I'm gonna say that one more time. One more freaking time. Someone who's confident in what they offer will charge low rates. Sorry, someone who's not confident, charge low rates. Someone who's confident says, no, my program is great. I go above and beyond for people. I get people great results. This is the price. You end up having more confidence in yourself. She's like, yeah, my shit ain't cheap. Now, when I first started off at the beta rate. So, question goes, problem do you solve in someone's life? Are you in fitness? Can you get someone to lose 10 pounds within 45 days, 10 days, whatever the case is? Make these crazy lifestyle changes. Change up their diet plan. Get them on a workout routine. Hold them accountable. What's that worth to someone? What's that worth to have someone feel confident taking off their shirt? A lot of people are insecure with taking off their shirt. Just to get them confident with it. What's that worth to someone? I'm in relationships. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a marriage coach, right? I work with couples who are struggling in their marriage. What's that worth to fix to someone, right? We had someone, we have a cancer coach in our program, okay? She helps women, specifically women, right? I'm sure it's going to grow over time, or whatever, it doesn't matter. She helps them from an emotional, spiritual, mental standpoint of, at some level, beating cancer. The doctor can help you, give you chemo, give you prescription drugs, whatever the case is, but how about the other side? And at some level, if she can increase the chances of survival rate, what the fuck is that worth to someone? I'm sharp today, I know. I'm fired up today.
Come on, man.
What is that worth to someone? You have someone who is struggling with anxiety, struggling with their mental focus. And you're like, well, Daniel, they don't have any money. Okay. If it's important enough to them, don't you think they would get their family members involved? You know how many people I had join my stuttering program and they're 20 years old and they go, Daniel, I can't afford this. Or they don't even say that. They go, I want this bad enough. Can you talk to my dad? No problem at all. I can think of 2 people right now. 3. It's more. Could you talk to my parents? But then I talk to their parents and their parents go, this is going to work for them. I have no problem at all spending this money. So the first question is this: What problem do you solve in people's lives? And understand they're not paying for your time. Well, I charge $100 an hour. No one cares about that. You know what people care about? Getting a result. If I pay this money, will you, some level, guarantee me this result? And if your shit is good, you will say yes. Get what I'm saying? You're not going to say, well, I don't know. Now, can I guarantee that an earthquake doesn't hit Burlington, Ontario tomorrow? No. Toronto, Los Angeles. No, I can't. But I'm very confident in my process. And I've had many people go through it before. And what I do believe is if you go through these step-by-step processes, it will change your life. And if it doesn't, then ethically, I can't keep your money. Mm-hmm. That's the type of conviction that you need. You got to have conviction in what you do. Initially, guys, and I'll continue. There's three more. Initially, I didn't know if this stuff was going to work. So that's why I was willing to give back the money. But I'm not going to do it for free. I'm not going to do it free forever, because I also know when people pay, they pay attention. People vote with their wallets. They want it or not. They get, oh, I need it so bad. I need it so bad. No, I don't want to spend any money. So I knew that. So I was like, well, I don't feel comfortable. The reason why I'm so passionate is because I was in your shoes, guys. I don't know if I'm worth that much. I feel like an imposter. So I started low. Then instantly, all right, I'm confident about this now. And then I remember I brought it up to 2,500 the month after I sold it for 300. I went through a few people, no, it's expensive, no, it's expensive, no, it's expensive. And then one person goes, yeah, let's do it. I could never go back to before. See, what you guys need to have is these belief shifts in your head, because that was going to change the game. See, I've been in this game for a little bit. So me going, I'm less than $5,000 is a slap to the face. It is. Period. The beard is acting funny. It's like kind of like wavy. Let me do this. It's a slap because look at my roster. Look at my stats. Look at my track record. That's like an athlete winning. Let's take a football athlete winning championships and having top points in the league, going, nah, but no, I don't deserve the highest salary. F no. Look at my track record. This is what I'm worth. If you don't have that track record, great. Let's start low. But understand, as the track record gets better, you better have confidence in your stuff. That's why at the beginning, you do it for free. Hey, would you want to be coached for free? What's the catch? Nothing. I'm just starting off this thing. And I guess if you really enjoy us working together, it could be 2-3 calls, could be 1 call. You just send me a testimonial. If not, it's all good. Because guess what? If you're good at what you do, they'll give you a testimonial. I'm on fire today, Dev.
Yeah, you absolutely are. And Mr. Jonathan Santiago says he loves your energy. Come on, man.
Come on. You know why? Because this is the energy you need. This is the energy you need in your marketing. This is the energy you need on sales calls. This is the energy you need when you coach people. They're buying your energy. They're buying your conviction. You're transforming someone's life. You get that? How do you transform someone's life? You got to shake someone up a little bit. You got to shake someone up. You got to shake someone up in your marketing. You got to shake someone up on your sales calls. What are you thinking? You've been in your shoes for how long again? 3 years, and you're not happy? What the fuck are we doing still talking about this? Let's go. You get what I'm saying here?
I absolutely do, man.
What are we doing here? Why are we still talking about this? Hurry up. Let's go. I'll take a payment right now. We'll get you onboarded. Let's start your first call. What are we waiting for? I don't know if it's the perfect time. This is why you've been in your shoes for so long. What are you thinking? Because initially what people need is a little boost. And if you're the coach, this is what's going to grow your business or hold your business back. Period. And so when you are a coach, you got to first realize, whatever the consultant, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing. This is a thing that is not aligned, but it's universal. If you're a doctor, you're like, well, I don't know if the surgery is going to work. No, you got to have conviction. We're going to get you good, man. Don't worry about it. That's what you are as a coach. We're going to take care of that. Don't worry about it. You don't believe in you? Don't worry about it. I believe in you right now. Yeah, but how can you make sure? Don't worry about that. First thing you got to do is change up the way you think, because your thinking is holding you in your damn fucking position right now. So no more of this shitty thinking. I'm swearing. I hope you don't have your kids around, but I'm hopefully I'm talking to that one person who gets it. I believe in you. Okay. So, right. What problem do you solve in people's lives? Okay. Secondly, you go, okay, great. So I'm gonna go with the stuff. Okay, let's go with my coaching program. Okay, for coaches, I go, okay. So the problem I solve in people's lives is, depending on where they're at in their business, they're at $0 a month. The problem I solve, and I'm very confident in this, I could bring someone up to $10,000 a month from zero, which is harder than going from 10 to 40 a month. Because from 0 to 10, we have to get market confirmation. That's why we had one of our clients, Matt and David, make $15,000 plus in the last 2 weeks. So it goes, okay, so then the second thing you have to do is have a step-by-step roadmap, a blueprint, or if you want to write this down, 6 to 8 pillars that are needed to accomplish that goal. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So this is what we do, me and Devyn do, when as we were building our course out. Okay, and I can go back to Master Your Stutter. But so we have what's called, if you see over here, we call it it's called the NYC membership area. So this is the final product at some level, right? This is the final product, right? And I'll pull up my Master Your Stutter program as well. So if you see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Okay, 7 pillars. So think about this for your own program. What are the pillars that are needed for someone to go from the coaching perspective, 0 to 10K a month, or if they're at more, 10 to 40 grand a month, or 40 to 100 grand a month? That's the problems that I'm solving. When I was, as my stuttering business, right, what I had was, what were the step-by-step processes to get someone from unconfident speaker to confident speaker? You get that? So I had 6 levels. Number 1, I had to get them to master their mind. Number 2, I had to get to master their fear. Number 3, I had to get them to master their influence, or their ability to influence others, their speaking levels, to speak confidently under pressure. Module 4 and 5, how to build a presentation and how to public speak. Number 6, how to master the art of socializing. And within each pillar, there's a lesson video. So under the art of socializing, I talk about a video called Making the First Move, how to make the first move, or how to be open, how to be seen as a leader, how to look approachable, How to go into a conversation with no expectation. I had lessons within the pillars. But first off, what are the pillars? What I also had, don't want to overwhelm you guys, I had what's called the yellow brick road. Step one, master the mind. Step two, master your career. Number three, right? If you see over here, and then the final step, I do a live interview with my clients. That was the step-by-step blueprint, roadmap the clients need. So for my coaching program, it's very simple or very similar. First one, what is the journey for coaches? Number two, getting very clear and understand the principles of your business, the offer, what you do for people, the transformation process, how to build what's called a sales offer magnet, how to get testimonials, how to choose the right niche, what is the value ladder. Number three, how to get clients, right, without paid traffic, how to do paid traffic, how to build funnels, how to message people, in the DM, how to do sales calls, right, the high ticket sales scripts, right, how to onboard someone, where we got my guy, Mr. Devyn over here making videos, right? Look at that. Jeez. Right? How to take a payment, what are contracts, right? Number 7, how to build the coaching program. And we're going to be adding more, right? And so what we do is we actually build it like this. So if you guys have ever heard of Trello before, and as you can see, I don't even have the paid version right now, right? We have different modules, right? Different modules that we bring someone through, right? I think we have a few over here in module 4, but yes, whatever. Module 1, what is it? And then we have different lessons, right? So this is more of the final product, but depending on where you're at, what are the pillars to get someone success? And then put the pillars into something. Now, when I first began, I didn't even have a membership area. What I first had was a Google Drive. Let me see if I can have it. Master your coaching. Let me see if I can find it though. All right. What's it called? All right. When I first started, this was my program. Well, Daniel, I don't know how to build a membership area. Go build a Google Drive first. I don't know how to use Google Drive. That's your problem. For most people, they know how to use Google Drive. It's free. Right? So this is what I did. I have my different pillars. Module 1, boom. Module 2, boom. Module 3, boom. Module 4, boom. Module 5, boom. Module 6, boom. Module 7, boom. Module 8, 9, boom. Here's the cool thing about coaching programs. Because you offer personal support, things don't have to be perfectly finished. And you set the standards with your clients. Hey guys, do you want a perfectly finished program, or do you want to get results in your damn life? What's more important to you? Great. Okay, awesome. Let's go for the latter. The second one. I'm jumping that fire today. Devyn, anything that you want to add to that?
As a whole, I do agree with like high ticket coaching and just understanding like there's a lot of belief shifts. There's a lot of internal things that have to shift if you obviously don't believe that you're worth it yet. So, yeah, I love that, the high ticket, and I think your environment too is just so important, right? And that's why I love our group coaching, because again, like there's something so powerful about being in our group, and people are enrolling people, or people are getting more following, or whatever that looks like, right? People are just really, really excited about it. So it's great, to be honest.
Yeah, and so now I'll be talking about very soon. So this is more of like the full end, but let me kind of go back. So number 2 is this. If you want to do some homework right now, what are the 6 to 8 pillars? Sure, you go to 9, you go to 10, it doesn't matter. But you don't want to have like 25 pillars. You want to keep it lean, right? It's that line of like, if you can say what you want in 4 words and 7, say it in 4 words. If you can build a coaching program with 4 to 6 modules, then 12 to 14, you can do 4 to 6. So to me, the sweet spot is 6 to 8, right? And then within the modules or pillars, that's where we have the lesson videos. Right? Now, that's number 2. So number 1, what problem do you solve? Number 2, step-by-step of the problem. What do you do? What is the step-by-step portion to fix the problem? Number 3, then you offer that as a beta rate. So when people jump on, so back in the day, when I first sold my program, it was, hey, I'm coming out with this beta program. Program isn't done yet. We're going to be covering are these pillars. How it works is every Sunday at 12 o'clock from 12 to 2, 12 to 3, however long it takes, 12 to 1:30, I'm going to be teaching a different lesson or a different module every week. So that's what I did. And guess what? Want to hear something that you probably don't want to hear? You sell the shit before you create it. Let me say it one more time. You sell it before you create it. It is selfish to build something and say, who wants to buy it now? Now what you can do is like, well, I don't know what people want. Great. That's why you do free coaching. That's why you build a Facebook group. That's why you make posts. Why you connect with people. It's called market research. You connect with your audience, right? Connect with them. Okay. So 6-day pillars. Number 3, offer it as a beta rate. So what I did was I offered it as a beta rate, $297 US. That's it. And for me, when I was brand new, I was like, oh, this is how you take a payment. This is how you onboard someone. So you get someone to sign a contract. This is how you build da. And I was taught from my own mentor, and what I recommend to everybody is how you build a high-ticket coaching program. You want to sell it as group calls. And that doesn't mean you don't do personal calls, but you don't set the foundation of just personal calls. You go, the foundation, the way this program works, the group calls. And then you have to get someone sold on the community aspect, which is better. Why is it better? Because the community is what makes a great program. I get it. People are coming for you at the beginning. But you know what? People stay for the community aspect. It's only going to be so long until they're like, okay, Daniel, okay. You've said this already before. But guess what? Or I got it. Or it gets repetitive. But when you have a community of people, one person's struggling, one person's giving feedback, one person shares a win and a breakthrough, inspires everyone else. And so yeah, I keep using the word selfish. It's selfish to not create a group model, right? I talked to one person who wants to start a coaching business, and he goes, well, I don't want to have a community of people. That's totally fine, but don't expect to scale a consistent business then. You know, yeah, you can definitely get a handful of clients, right? And maybe that's all that person wanted. That's fine. But if you think about it, let's say you commit to all these people and doing one-on-one calls. You get 5 people, and now you've committed yourself to these 5 people every single week. What if you get 10 people? Wait, you get 5 people and stop enrolling people? Okay, so now you have 10 people. And now you have to deliver on the first 5 people. So you have 5 more people. Now you have 10 people. What if you go to 15 people? Now you're doing 15 one-on-one calls a week? What if you do another 5 people? So 20 people now a week? And so it's going to be very hard to actually scale. Now, I still offer one-on-one calls. But where the real magic happens is on the group calls. And so when I started my beta course, I said, listen, we'll do weekly calls, but every Sunday from 12 to 3. So next Sunday, hey guys, awesome, we just bought. Next Sunday, we're going to be doing our first call. And then guess what I did? Monday through Saturday, I built module 1, taught it on Sunday. Next week, Monday through Saturday, built module 2, taught it on Sunday. Module 3, Monday through Saturday, taught it on Sunday. That's it until I created all 6 modules. And I saw people getting great results. And I'm like, man, this is some good shit. Okay. Then the 4th and final part of it. Okay. This is where you sell for the full rate. This is where I call this, you put all the bells and whistles on it, right? So now you have the course, right? By the way, if you've done this for a while, you don't have to sell at the beta rate. I'm just speaking to people who don't feel comfortable yet. But there's others who are like, nah, I'm gonna sell for $5 grand. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay. So we sell at the full rate. So what does that mean? So you've done the beta course, you've done all that. Then you want to, then the final aspect of the high ticket coaching program is you put into a membership area. So like, for example, right? I have both coaching programs here. This is my Master Your Stutter one, right? So you have the membership in the background. We also have a Facebook group. People share their wins, right? People hold each other accountable. And then we have weekly calls. So at the peak of this program, we had 3 calls a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That's it. We had a membership area with videos. So when people join, they come into this membership area and they start watching the videos. They start getting updated. You know what's exhausting? Teaching the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Now, you can do that to refine yourself. But what a real high ticket coaching program is, they get access and they have access to everything. And they have the personal support and the group calls. They have a community of a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group, right? I prefer Facebook groups, right? That's it. So basically they had the membership area, 2 to 3 coaching calls a week. So when I first started, I had 2 coaching calls a week for my Master Your Coaching one right now. We're just doing 1 a week. And then people want access to myself or Devyn, let's come book a call. Like after this today, I have my first, I have a call with one of our newest clients. That's it. What are you struggling with? Again, what is clarity worth to someone? And most importantly, accountability, right? A lot of people don't have someone that they can talk to about this stuff. They feel lost. That's what you are. You're here to take someone from who's lost in this problem and give them the solution. If you can't do that, then yeah, this is the problem. But I hope that I'm talking to people who do solve that problem, right? They offer personal calls. And then after that, all I gotta do is just change the prices, right? So initially I sold it for $2,500. A couple months later, I was like, I'm gonna just sell it for 4 and see what happens. Oh, people are still buying it. All right. Let me try 5. I always get this question. They go, Dale, what did you add extra to it? Nothing. I just realized I was underpricing it. Yeah, but you must have like updated the videos. No. I give support, but I realized I was under. Someone would have paid double the price when I was selling it for $2,500. Then I was like, let me just try 7,500 and see. That's it. And sure, you can say, well, Daniel, more people are going to buy at a lower rate. Yes and no. I would say sure, but like I realize, like, if someone's willing to drop $5,000, they're probably willing to drop 7,500. Right? Like if someone's willing to drop 4, they're probably willing to pay 5,800. The only difference is you just say a different number. Right? You go, well, Daniel, someone would have said yes, 2,500. I know, but if you sell at 7,500, one of those people are equals to 3 $2,500 clients. And if you solve a problem and they look at you like the solution to the problem, then where else are they going to go? Building value in who you are will probably be another call, right? Through testimonials, all that good stuff. Cool. 4 things. Number 1, what problem do you solve in people's lives? Number 2, build out the pillars. Number 3, offer it as a beta rate. Number 4, put all the bells and whistles on it and sell it at the full rate. That's it. Questions, comments, concerns?
No comments or questions from anybody in the chat. But comment from me though. No, I definitely like the high ticket approach. And like you said, man, it's quality over quantity. Like you said right at the very end, like one client at 7,500 will amount, 3 clients at, 1,500, 2,500, whatever that looks like. Um, and you almost get what you pay for too. Like, and we kind of use this example of like, someone going to a gym, right? Like here in Canada, we have two gyms. We have multiple gyms, but there's like a Good Life, which everybody knows is one of the more expensive ones, just of course more expensive ones than that, but everyone knows it's a pretty expensive gym. And then you have one like Fit for Less where it's like $5 a month or something like that. And then you go there, it's like the quality of people that you get there are different too. Right, you go to Good Life, like, you're seeing like almost like business owners, you're seeing people that are entrepreneurs, you're seeing like, people that are busy. You go to Fit for Less, like, $10 a month. Anybody could get that. You know what I mean? So it's like you're running into people that are just wild. So you're almost like vetting your community as well.
Mhm.
Right. And I always love the community aspect because again, like you said, like there's something so important of like when people are onboarded, everybody usually goes through that same process. So rather than having to do 4 or 5 individual calls on the same thing, it's like you do a group coaching call. Everybody does the same thing. Everybody moves along. And then the accountability, it's like, oh yeah, I said I was going to do it and I didn't do it, or I said I was going to do it and I did do it. It's just that's it's just something so powerful about it. So that was great. It was a great call, Dan. I liked
Yeah,
it.
dude. I hope this was very helpful. And if you guys want me to talk about other topics, comment that down below. Watch this video, apply the stuff that I taught you. And if you have any questions, if you want to come reach out to me, we can come book a call. This is kind of what I've been offering as, I think we're now just under 350 people. I think we're at like 330, almost. I'm offering what I call clarity calls. So if you're, depending on the situation within your business, it doesn't cost any money. There's no pitch, just my way. Like the way that I operate is I'm here to make an impact on as many people's lives as possible. So if you, hey, Dan, these are my specific problems. Can I have a call with you and just kind of pick your brain? Let's do it. There's no pitch, there's no charge, just my way of offering this. As we're in a small group, I'm sure when we're at 1,000 plus, I'm going to be able to do things like that. But for right now, hey, let me get back to as many people as possible. So if that's what you want to do, hit me up. We'll chat. And if not, hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be coming out with a lot more videos and love you guys all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Peace.